Morning, y'all. Melissa here at Twin Oaks Family Farm in Southeast Ohio, and it's about 20 degrees outside, but on a farm, doesn't matter what the weather is, things are happening. Welcome to our channel, Twin Oaks Farm Poultry on YouTube. We really appreciate you being here. This is December 14th, 2024, and what I want to show you are some finished whole chickens from the last flock that we raised in 2024 of Cornish Rock Cross meat chickens. Now, we don't have any meat birds in production on farm right now, so we can't show you an example of one finishing production then compared to the whole chicken that you get out of it, the outcome from raising them. But actually, there's a lot of videos right here on our channel from flocks that we've raised of Cornish Rock Cross meat chickens, so you can go back and find one of those and see what the birds look like while they're still in production at every phase, start, grow, and finish. And I'll try to put maybe a link from the last flock that we raised in 2024 that this meat is from that I'm going to show y'all. I'll try to put a link in comments and description to that. But what I wanted to show y'all was a good representation of the average size finished whole chicken we got from the last flock of meat birds of 2024 on our regular production cycle where we raise them for 6 weeks. And also I'll show you a whole chicken from a bird that we considered overgrown and overfinished, and you can see the size difference there. So it is chilly out here. It's about 20. We've got everybody going different directions, a lot to do. We've got my husband loading out a hog for butchering and moving a bull from a barn to a pasture lot. And then we've been communicating with our customers with egg chickens, gathering eggs and taking care of them, and working with meat sales. So we got a lot going on. Oh, and another thing we'll show you is actually a stewing chicken. So a whole chicken from like a dual purpose type chicken, and try to show you a similar weight whole chicken from a meat bird, so you'll actually get a point of comparison on that too. And that's a pretty neat visual reference to see. So anyway, thanks y'all. Let's get right to it. Let's take a look at some of the finished chickens. Okay, so to give a little point of reference on the whole chickens that you're looking at, from October 23rd, 2024 to December 4th, 2024, we raised the last flock of meat chickens for calendar year 2024 here at our small farm. Over all of 2024, we raised about 1,650 meat chickens. The last flock was about 120. So we ended up with 116 birds from that flock that finished and that we had butchered and processed into whole chickens at the processor. So these are Cornish Rock Cross meat chickens raised for 43 days. They went to butcher on day 43. And out of 116, we took all the weights of the 116, and the average weight of each finished bird was 4.96 pounds. So this is a really good representation of the size of each finished bird from our last flock of 2024. This one itself is 5.03 pounds. We have them butchered and packaged, processed at a USDA inspected processor, but this one's 5.03 pounds. Our average in the flock was 4.96 pounds, okay? And so then this is 4.6 pounds. So I wanted to show you both of these. So like 4.5 pounds approximately, 5 pounds approximately. You can see a little bit of a size difference, but this is a great size for a whole chicken. This is actually, right here is actually the size that we're going for every time. So it'd be great if we could get the whole flock right at this point, like the 4.5 pound. But typically our 6-week production schedule is typically going to get us an average of almost 5 pounds. So that's pretty good visual reference there. And just kind of an interesting side note on that, a lot of folks really enjoy cooking with air fryers. One thing that we found is to do a rotisserie whole chicken in an air fryer. Most of those max out at about 4 pounds tops. So even like this 4.5 pound chicken may be too large for a typical air fryer in a household. So at any rate, but wanted to show y'all. So like a 6-week production schedule with Cornish rock cross meat chickens, we feel is about perfect. It's about the size of chicken you probably can expect to get from that. Okay, y'all, now we've actually been wanting to show you this comparison as well. So this is a 3¼ pound chicken from a Cornish rock cross meat chicken raised about 5 weeks. This is a whole chicken from a dual purpose breed, and it's about the same weight. They're within 0.05 pound of each other. And this bird would have been more like about 10 months old. So there's actually a whole lot more meat on this Cornish rock cross meat chicken than there is on this one. In fact, this one's actually labeled stewing chicken. This one's actually labeled whole chicken. They're actually about the same size and weight, but that's difference in packaging and difference in the meat distribution. Okay, so like here's the chicken wing on that bird. Okay, let's see, you can just, here's the chicken wing on that bird. All right, let's see, and then here is, so here's some chicken leg on that bird, but it's all filled out, you know, and here's the chicken leg on that bird, and there's not much meat there really. So different shape, different packaging style, but this whole chicken, let's see, I just looked on the front of it, 3.28 pounds, and then this one was like 3.25. I think I might have gone backwards, 3.25 and 3.28. So this would have been from a dual purpose breed. So you can just see, you know, the meat distribution, and there's like virtually nothing distributed on the chicken breast there. Okay, and last but not least, I mean, this is a wild comparison. So this is about a 5 pound whole chicken, pretty much exactly what we want. 4 to 4.5 pound is great. Our family likes the 5 pound bird. We can accomplish this in 6 weeks with a Cornish rock cross meat chicken. So this is from a Cornish rock cross meat chicken that was allowed to finish out to about 13 weeks of age and got much bigger. We actually showed them in some videos. Check out the chicken wings on that, the chicken breast, the drumstick is huge. Okay, so you know, in comparison, let's see if we can get them, we can kind of see. So you know, drumstick that we typically have on a 6-week bird, drumstick on this 13-week bird. You can kind of see them together. But anyway, so this one ended up 8.61 pound. We actually had one end up 9 pound, just a little over 9 pound. So 13 weeks and 5 weeks. Okay, and honestly, my opinion, the better chicken here is this one because it's younger. This meat probably is going to be more tender than this meat. So we really don't recommend raising them out beyond 6 weeks actually. And this was an example of really a slow grower in the beginning that hit the growth spurts later and still ended up an 8.5+ pound chicken. This is right on just what we want, a Cornish rock cross meat chicken raised up to 6 weeks of age. Thank you again, y'all, for supporting the channel. We greatly appreciate it, and please support local agriculture wherever local is for you. Try to source some or a lot of your food directly from the farmers and ranchers who produce it close to home, and support your local farmers, local agriculture.